Hi, welcome to Bible 365. It is January 6th, and today we're going to be looking at Philippians chapter 1, beginning in verse 12 and going down through verse 18. So let's take a look at the text. I want you to know, brothers, that what has happened to me has really served to advance the gospel, so that it has become known throughout the whole imperial guard and to all the rest that my imprisonment is for Christ. And most of the brothers, having become confident in the Lord by my imprisonment, are much more bold to speak the word without fear. Some indeed preach Christ from envy and rivalry, but others from goodwill. The latter do it out of love, knowing that I am put here for the defense of the gospel. The former proclaimed Christ out of selfish ambition, not sincerely, but thinking to afflict me in my imprisonment. What then? Only that in every way, whether in pretense or in truth, Christ is proclaimed, and in that I rejoice. So what's going on in this passage? Well, Paul changes his topic of discussion to really discuss his imprisonment a little bit more. You know, it's got to be a pretty big topic of discussion. I mean, imagine if in your church your pastor was spending a significant amount of time in jail. I'm sure that folks in the community would be talking, folks in the church would probably be starting rumors, and so he wants to kind of quelch those rumors and let everybody know what's going on. And he says four things. He says that that there are those that are guarding him, folks in the imperial guard that know that he is there for the defense of the gospel. He's there because of the name of Christ. There are brothers, there are those others that are partners in ministry, like the Philippians, who have been emboldened because of his imprisonment to preach the gospel without fear. And then there are two other classes. There's one group of folks that love and support Paul, and they know that he's in prison for the defense of the gospel, and so they are stepping in ministry and continuing to preach the gospel strong and faithfully in that way. And then there are others who possibly see Paul in prison as an opportunity for them to step into more serious roles or higher roles within the church of that day, and so they're taking this as an opportunity, preaching out of selfish ambition, maybe even talking badly about Paul as they do so. But guess what? They're still preaching the gospel. They're still talking about Christ, which to Paul, he says, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. My reputation doesn't matter. It really just matters that the gospel is being preached and it's continuing to advance throughout the world. And I hope that we can learn from Paul that while we don't want to be fools for no reason, to be a fool for the gospel is one of the highest callings that you can ever aspire to. Don't be consumed about what people think about you, but instead preach the message, preach the gospel, and let the rest of it kind of fall into place. Hope you've enjoyed tonight. It's a short message. I don't have a whole lot for you just because it's been a long day. So I hope you're encouraged by that. Hope you'll continue to follow along. You can follow me on Twitter at Engaging Culture. You can subscribe here for more daily updates. And I'd love to hear if you are following along and studying yourself. Hey, grab another book. I'm going through Philippians. If you grab onto Ephesians or something else and start studying and post your thoughts online. We want to get the gospel out there. If nothing else can be learned from Paul's message here, it's that we want the gospel to be spread. Thanks. God bless.